Here we are.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. And if you're expecting the amazing Jack Holzer, I'm sorry. This week it's his co-host, myself, Liam Dolan, is here standing in for Jack as he undertakes some major renovation work on a property that he owns. So unfortunately, he's not here this week. But we have our usual and some more unusual guests here. So if we just run through everyone that's here, and so we'll start with Bob. Bob is the most dedicated. He's the one that's up at the most early hour of the day. So we'll start with Bob. Hi, Bob. How are you?
Not even 7 in here yet.
Dedication.
You've probably seen the pictures. My Defiant's all finished.
Ah.
And it's the old AMT kit, the glow-in-the-dark version. Here, let me...
For a nearly 50-year-old kit, it looks good. Still does the part.
And it still glows in the dark?
It still glows in the dark. And got that all done. I still got to get a bigger... I got up the small dome stand, which isn't quite big enough for it. I got to get the bigger one, but a little bit of rustering on top.
Nice.
And yeah, for an old kit, it turned out really well. Fit pretty good. And they updated the decal sheet, which is a really nice part of the kit. It has decals for all 12 of the Constitution chips on it, plus the ISS Enterprise, and a lot of the windows and stuff that wouldn't be in the older kit. That's all done, and I've moved on to a 1972 Chevelle SS from my brother, who owns one. And I just started on that this week. Actually, just yesterday I started on it. And that's as far as I got. I got the base color on the body. I let that sit for a couple days before I wet sand it.
Is it? Are you going to present it as his car? The same color scheme?
Yes. Yeah. His is actually, it does happen to be the red with the black stripes, just like the one on the bar.
Oh, very good.
And unfortunately, I can't charge him for building it because it's my brother. But
I'm sure he'd be generous. He'll slip you a few dollars.
Yeah, I don't think he realizes yet. By the time I bought the kit and the paint and all the special decals, he's gonna be it for $100.
And the most valuable part is your work.
Yeah, well, he gets that part for free, I guess.
Yeah. Hi, James. How are you?
I'm doing fine there, Liam.
Still at your Enterprise E?
My Enterprise E is coming along. I've just about got finished the top of the saucer section.
Wow. Yeah.
So it's coming along. It's a slow slugging, but it's getting there.
Yeah. What scale is that again? That's
this is 1/1000.
So it's about 25% bigger than the plastic kit would be then?
Yeah.
Nice.
Got some pictures here. I'll call up. Yeah, it's going to share. And wink. As before I started getting all the top in there, this hangar bay was interesting in trying to get that in right. Like I said, I read my report. I spent like 3 days going through the just figuring out the logistics before I started gluing anything in place just to get it right. And the other thing was these arms on the model on the kit were too long. They came way out past the saucer, and I couldn't understand why. So I had to cut those back.
It's nice that it's pre-finished too. Yeah.
Yeah, that saves a bit of work there. Get the observation room on. I can finish these little details and that all put up the filling. Then I can start filling in all the more of the escape pods and that in and get those all done.
What's the most awkward part of it?
The most awkward part, these take a long while to do because you can only glue like maybe an inch at a time because you got to compensate for the curve. You've got a compound curve because not only this is not flat, it actually is got a curve in it in the flat surface.
Yeah.
As well as the compound curve here. So that's why you can only do it in short bits at a time, and then trying to make sure that it's flat.
I mean, how do you achieve the compound curve? Is it a case of rubbing it with a tool or something to get it just over?
Yeah, well, I have a sculpting tool that I use, and then as the glue becomes a little bit tacky, you can go down and then shove that section when it's sitting flat on the table, and I can push that particular edge flat, so to make sure it's flat all the way around. So just use the sculpting tool to get it down even.
In theory, if you were working with thin enough plastic, you could always use plastic in the same way you use paper. But
yeah, but some of these models don't translate well into plastic.
Right.
Just because of the design of them and such. Yeah. Some people have tried, some with success, a lot was not working out.
Mm. Well, I mean, then the sails presumably are quite fiddly to do as well because they're quite thin and long on the E.
Yeah. Yeah, they're a fair. They're a fair length, and I'm going to have to find out whether or not I'm going to have to reinforce them
right
inside the nacelles or not. I won't know until I get there. But I've got space in between in the mounts to put some heavier card in or something to strengthen it.
You would never use something like polystyrene foam or something like that cut? No, it wouldn't be. Strength without weight, I suppose. But
the biggest thing is to keep the one issue that a lot of people are having with these kits is the nacelle sagging.
Yeah, which applies to the plastic ones as well. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So I need to get something inside the pylons to.
Some form of armature. Yeah.
Yeah, to get it an armature
to
get it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's looking fantastic, but.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you.
As always, annoyingly. If we move on to Mr. DM. Hi Lou, how are you?
Hey, what's going on? Can you hear me? Can you see me? I don't know why.
I can hear you and see you. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not Jack. I'm Liam.
I know. I realized that. Well, I couldn't see you.
Oh, right. Okay.
I just immediately assumed it was Jack. I don't know, for some reason I had to reset my camera and everything.
Yeah. No.
So, good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, or good evening. And how is the state of modeling today?
Well, this particular state hasn't had much modeling, unfortunately. But we'll go back. We'll talk about that in a minute. Well, what about yourself? Are you busy as always?
Well, I've not come from surgery. I've been painting this morning, so I've been priming. I'm working on. Let's see. Well, you might recognize this.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
So starting to work on the Eagle.
Yeah.
And
it does a decent
little tiny parts over here without it crashing to the ground. This is the Mobius Raptor.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that's the inside of it.
What scale is that? Is that a 1/35th
or 32nd?
stuff like that. It is a matching scale to their Viper.
So it must be, yeah.
I didn't get a box, so I don't know, or any instructions, so I don't know what this is.
Why would you need instructions? You don't need instructions. Instructions
Honestly,
are the last thing you need.
I do have a piece, but I don't know where it goes. No, I'm not using it.
I thought that was always the case when you were finishing off a kit. You have a piece, you don't know where it goes, not when you're starting, but.
I think it was extra. I think they just put it on the sprue to mess with me.
Yeah, to me, I have a habit of doing that sometimes. Yes. Well, I mean, with regards the Eagle, it's bigger than I thought it would be. I haven't actually seen one. I've always seen pictures, but I've never seen one in someone's hand.
Yep.
And that gives you a scale. Yeah.
Okay, here is the cabin and the spine. That's the side of the spine. So.
Oh, that's a nice size.
Go from there.
Yeah.
I would love to get one, but the prices in the UK are just 130, 140 pounds.
Which is a British discount, since that's where it came from.
Yeah, yeah.
Being a British series, but yeah, hopefully that, and
what way are you going to finish it?
Hopefully getting that.
You're breaking up quite a bit, Lou.
I'm sorry, Liam.
Okay, I was saying, what way are you going to finish it?
I don't mean to.
Okay, no, it's okay. What way are you going to finish the Eagle?
I thought maybe I'd paint it.
Which particular way?
The cabin's gonna be the rescue version, the colorful red and white candy stripe.
Thought you would pick that. Yes, very nice. It'll be nice to see.
You gotta throw some color into it's a dull white ship with black accents. So you gotta throw some detail in it, some color. Are
you doing some vinyl for it, or what are you doing? Yes, right.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get that set ready for Wonderfest. That's why I have to rush through it.
So it'll be available from you in the future as an Aztec dummy set?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Very good. Excellent. Yeah, I'll be in the States in August. I must happen to try and see if I can find it somewhere at a reasonable price, but I won't have a lot of time. But
leave room in your suitcase to take it back.
How big a box?
Oh, it's huge. It's huge.
Oh well, there you go. That's the next problem, man. Because I'll cross that idea out. I'll have to take all.
Can you mail it to yourself?
It doesn't make a difference. I could, but still end up paying import duty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mail your dirty clothes back and put it in your suitcase.
Yeah.
I do that all the time.
I hadn't thought of that, Bob. That's a good idea.
I do that all the time.
Right.
Mail your dirty clothes back and use your suitcase for whatever you're buying.
I'm just
do it all the time.
Yeah. I'm just hopeful my clothes get there because I've only an hour between flights when I'm flying out, so it'll be a bit of a tight squeeze. We'll see what happens. But moving on to my fellow countryman. Hi, Randall. How are you?
Hi, Liam. How's everybody? Hi, am I? Oh, frazzled.
You're frazzled?
Yeah. I haven't been getting much modelling done because of domestic remodelling of the house.
Mm.
And putting the shower in and stuff like that. Makes it sound as if I've never had a shower. Anyway, still making small progress on the lifeboat here. Oh, oops, yeah. Thankfully, that wasn't actually glued on. Gives you an idea of some of the sort of lurid colours that this thing uses.
Ah.
It'll be a colourful little beastie when it's finished. I'll give you an idea what it will look like when it's finished.
I don't know if, I mean, it's a fairly universal design for the UK. All the lifeboats are all the same, aren't they, Randall?
Oh yeah.
If that's coming to rescue, I want to be able to see it.
Yeah, true.
That's true. There's quite a few of them stationed around the country, and also our NLI does work in the Republic of Ireland as well.
Yeah. And it's a volunteer force, of course. It's not funded.
All the crews are entirely volunteers. They could be your butcher, your baker, your candlestick maker. But whenever they get the call, they run down to the harbour, get into this thing, and go out into the sort of storms that would make seagulls flee inland to do their rescuing.
And they are dedicated, definitely. So, very dangerous job as well, of course. So,
but do much call for candlestick making anymore?
Probably not. No, but.
There's someone out there doing it. There's someone out there.
Candlestick makers turned into modelers.
There you go.
Have you anything else planned, or is that going to keep you occupied for a while?
It's going to keep me occupied for a little while, but on a side issue on another group, Donuts in Space. I don't know if you're familiar with them. Started a bladder cancer awareness group build, where you had to build any car you wanted as long as it was street legal, built stock straight out of the box, and it had to be this what color? Yellow, purple, and blue, any shade and anywhere. So I went for this wee ickle Lamborghini. I'll give you an idea of the size of it.
That's a little one.
Yeah, oh my, that's a tiny Lamborghini.
Yeah, 1/43rd scale.
Oh, it's scale.
I think it's actually more of a SWAT car than anything else. I have
that's as much Lamborghinis I could afford.
Yeah, me too. It cost me only £4 in a thrift shop. And comes with quite a decent interior.
And you've done your usual good job of it, yeah.
Yeah. There's your purple, right? There's your purple.
Purple and blue, the most lurid purples and blues that I could find. The blues are fluorescent blue, straight out of the can, and the purple is something called Alien Purple by the Army painter, War Paints.
Yeah.
Don't know if anybody's familiar with them.
No, I've not used that brand.
But it was the most lurid purple I could find in the little bottle shop. So.
I like it says that's 100% match. Like they've got an alien, they can put it up against and say, "Yep, that's perfect."
yeah, right enough. Yeah, there's a. Where is that 100% match? There it is. Yeah.
The 100% match. We know our aliens, and that's the purple.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
So that's pretty much it. The week
You have to wear sunglasses when you were painting that.
Oh yeah, I need some serious magnification for these things. So that's it. Where'd everybody go?
Oh, I have the same problem. Every time I put those things on, the same thing. I can't see the computer screen. So you can't be modeling at the same time as chatting. It just doesn't work. Unless you get a shock when you see someone.
Everything else is a blur.
Does everyone use those? We'll assume Wayne doesn't need them yet. No. But does it? Hey, you're quick to answer there.
I have a pair, but I use more my.
Oh right, I have those things here too, but I tend to just use the light. They've got a thing in the top of a magnifier, but no, I find the other things I'm having to more and more. Don't it? Sometimes I do what Simon Merck's just done. You buy some of the really high magnification, cheap glasses.
Reading glasses, yeah.
Sometimes they can be handy. And Neil has just rejoined us, and we'll come back to you in a minute. We're going to chat to the size of the wheels on next. That's what you mean, Randall? Yes.
Yeah. It actually comes with a photo etch fret for the brakes, for the brake pads.
Oh, for the brake discs.
For the brake discs, rather. So.
It's dedication. I think it's dedication.
But But once you put the wheels on, you can barely see them there. You can just about make out the metallic glint.
Yeah.
Keeping me busy.
Hi Wayne, what are you up to? Well, we're seeing a different viewpoint today. We're seeing a shelf in the background with all your models on it.
Yeah.
And usually it was
your camera.
Yeah.
I have a computer now.
Oh.
A proper computer.
A proper computer.
You're on TV as well.
And he ruined it.
Right. We're on Infinity, yes, I know.
Yeah.
And you got your paint booth there in the corner, yeah.
Yeah, which is made out of a nice recycled cardboard box.
Best kind of paint booth. So what are you up to?
I'm basically catching up. I haven't done any modelling for nearly 2 weeks.
It seems to be. I think everyone seems to be the same at present. I mean,
I'm a proper day off in about 2 weeks anyway because it's been bank holiday.
Of course, yeah, busy time for you, yeah, and another one coming up in 2 weeks' time again, yeah.
Apparently it's busy. So busy in towns apparently as well. So I'm going to work at 3:30 till whatever time I finish. So I'm going to deal with all the drugs.
So you nothing on the go at all then at the minute, or is this something?
I've got 3 kits on the go.
Oh, that's a silly question, yes.
Yeah. I've got that one, the light chaffee tank, which is about 60% done. I've got to do the tracks and the wheels and everything, but the tracks are single link ones, but there's quite good detail. They're quite good quality ones anyway.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. I've got a Challenger 2 desertised one to build, but what I've done so far on it is I've just sprayed it NATO green for the time being. Then I'm going to do a scratching fluid in that and just do it in a desert colour. And then I'm working basically everything beginning to see at the minute because I've got to get that done before the second week of June. And that's what my current project as well is in Commonwealth, but I'm going to do that as a burnt out one. I've got that burnt out set.
Oh, nice, yeah. I didn't think you ran to ships at all. I see a couple up there.
Other than the beasties, I'll get one down and show you. That's the one for my Rebel destroyer, Fletcher class destroyer. That was about £50.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll try anything. As soon as I get this, but I've also got the Tamiya Puma armoured car. That one.
That's nice too, yeah.
Oh, we got the armored car, yeah.
It's a nice kit. I won that off eBay for £20.
Nice kit as well, yeah.
Yeah, not bad for £20 for it. I've got my tickets for Tank Fest. And I've just got my coach tickets as well.
When's that take place?
25th of June, 26th of June, that weekend.
I wonder if it'll coincide with a Hangout weekend, we'll see, but...
I've got no Wi-Fi down there. It's a Wi-Fi blank zone. But the Saturday, I'm going down on Sunday, that's when everything's a bit more cheaper.
Right.
Anyway.
Right. No, if you go take pictures as always, it'd be interesting in seeing the stuff. I saw a video during the week of a ME262. Yeah, nice. That's one of my favourite aircraft.
No, that's just what I'm going to start.
Still a beautiful airplane.
Yeah.
No, I saw a video during the week of the Tiger 1 or Tiger tank at is it Yulton? There was a video that they had it out running around for people to see.
Yeah, they did the Tiger Day.
Yeah. Heath is trying to join us. I don't know. Maybe I know he's supposed to be moving house today, but I see his picture there. If it's chat to Neil first, sure. Hi Neil.
Hey, how you doing, Liam?
Oh, great, thank you. Yourself? Well, a silly question in Cyprus. Yeah, I keep saying it.
Yeah, I can't show you anything.
I know, no, I know that connection goes if you move. It doesn't. Don't. It would only annoy us anyhow. But I hope it's pissing down. But there you go. It's not.
Yeah, no, I'm just having a few days off before I go back and start new work.
Well, for someone who had a few days off, you keep posting all these changes in the Wild House models.
Well, those
you don't know the meaning of what they are.
But I wasn't able to.
Yeah. You some big discounts on the pricing.
Well, it's because I've deregistered from VAT. So because previously I was working on contract and now I'm jumping into a full-time job, then the holding company for Wild House models is changing. So I've deregistered for VAT, which means I can't charge VAT on the kits anymore. So obviously I've got to take the prices down, which helps everyone really.
Yeah.
So did that, and there was a kind of sale on some of the figure kits anyway. So they're shipping, getting some real traction on that. So
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we're going to be in the Tamiya Model magazine next month and July.
Cool.
They're planning to run an article on us, but I think in the first thing they're just running a few kind of, these are new kits coming. I hope to meet the editor for coffee on Tuesday when I get back. Actually, he lives fairly local to me, so I'm going to pop over and have coffee with him. Interestingly, they're not based too far away from where I live.
Yeah, they do seem to do a broad range of stuff in Tamiya magazine, where some of the other magazines tend to stick with aircraft and tanks and whatever, but they do seem to include everything. But like fine scale magazine are the same, I suppose, in the States.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's moving, it's going in the right direction, but I just haven't had time. I've been working on the fantastic Prometheus kit.
I was going to your comment, yes, about is that fantastic with a slight touch of sarcasm, or is it?
Well, some of it, I think I probably got the worst molded kit. I think probably one of the ones out the last of the mold rather than the newer ones, because everything I post on Facebook, everybody seems to comment that they get better castings than I did. So I seem to have the shitty version of it, really, which is causing me a few headaches, but I'm getting there.
Still a lot to do with it, but
still a lot. And I've been lighting the hover bike as well, so we've been I've got 2 kits on the go at the moment.
Excellent.
But I'm going to do it in landed mode, so without the rider. So the kits, I've put all the LEDs inside. So Bernie obviously has supplied our GPFX board, and I've lit the kit so far. Just got some few bits to do before I kind of seal it together. But I've started to paint it now, so I should have it done. But just haven't had time really.
Well, look forward to seeing it. I like the rotating videos you did of all the kits. It was nice that you could see everything from every angle.
Yeah, they've kind of been appealing. People have commented quite a bit on those, and they're really simple to do. I bought a really cheap jewelry rotational thing that you stick a battery in. Because I was going to use it. Unfortunately, I'm not attending Wonderfest, so I was going to take a It's the cost. Right now, it's just too expensive to attend. And I know a couple of guys are falling out as well, not going. So I may do it next year, but it's just this year is a little bit of a stretch. So.
Right. I know you're going, Lou, aren't you?
Oh yeah. I always go to Wonderfest.
Yeah. Do lots of video this time. I love watching those videos you do of that event.
Well, I'll try.
You should strap a GoPro to your chest. just let it run for the whole time you're there.
No.
And
I need to hold it up, because if I don't strap it to my chest, all you're going to see is a bunch of other people's chests.
just fight your way under the tables. I know.
Yeah. So I'm not a tall man.
Well, I can get a baseball cap and on top. Yeah. That way.
I need a selfie stick or a pole or some sort.
The best the best selfie stick I've seen recently. I don't know if anyone watches Casey Neistat on YouTube. No. He's a vlogger on YouTube. He's got 2.8 million subscribers, but he had a selfie stick that was 17 foot long. He got especially made. It's just it's a dangerous weapon, is how I would describe it. I wouldn't describe it as a selfie stick. But you should watch his videos. Really hilarious. Great guy. He's completely bonkers. Lives in New York. But I'll have a quick chat with Heath because I know it's quite late on in Australia, and he's obviously been moving house today. Hi Heath, how are you?
Yeah, I'm not bad, thanks guys. I apologise for the camera. I'm on my mobile and we have no internet yet, but the move went good, and it's only 10 o'clock over here, so...
But you must be exhausted.
I just finished to go, and I've got a few models that I wish I could show you, but not on my phone.
Oh no, I understood.
You look like you're being held captive somewhere.
No,
it looks like a ransom video.
So I'm using my camera, my phone, the camera on my phone.
We're losing him.
He was captured by the Blair Witch.
One that I've been after for years.
Yeah, lost his audio. Yeah.
I think the quality's just too poor on it as well. Oh dear.
And I went into my local model shop, I think on Wednesday, I think it was, and they had gotten in all of these AMT original pop kits traded, doing the shrink wrap. The Klingon Butcher class, there was the USS Reliant, the Excelsior, and Enterprise B. And I'm really not the Enterprise B because I got that given to me by Jack. But when I saw it was the Excelsior, original pop Excelsior, I just went, thank you, how much? $40.
Excellent.
That I went onto eBay, and I wanted to see how much one would be. Anyhow, I got on the Evil Bay, as I thought, and it was like about 46 American. So I did my calculations. It would have cost me $167 to get over here. And I made a killing of, let's see, $40, and I got it. And that's for that price. So that I'd spend in the store $40. So if you think about it this way, I saved probably about $100.
A lot cheaper than we'd pay for it in the UK. If you could find one. Your quality's really bad, Heath. That's the only problem here. Where you're breaking up badly. So.
Well, once my internet comes back on, I'll be back on.
Of course, look forward to seeing you. Get back again. Well, for a fortnight's time, do you think, or take longer?
It should be on for next time. So don't worry.
All right, excellent stuff. Look forward to it. Lou, sorry.
Oh,
Lou, you haven't been tempted by the Prometheus?
Yeah, I have. I've got one.
I knew it.
You talk about the fantastic plastic one?
Yeah, that's the one that Neil's building at the minute.
Yeah, I picked one up at Wonderfest last year, and I haven't touched it yet.
You better chat to Neil about the whys and wherefores. I think it's certainly coming up with some solutions to the problems.
Yeah, I had a
Neil, what are you running into now?
Sorry?
What are you running into as a problem on that?
So the biggest one so far is there's a couple of really nasty seam lines down, like some detail panels, which has just been really badly molded in the first place. They kind of should never have been molded that way. So I'm going to have to scratch build some panels.
Right.
And the other ones I'm encountering right now is when you put the two halves of the engine. So there's three bits of the engine. There's two half sections. Sorry, my hands are here. Two half sections and then a bit at the bottom. And the two half sections have just got a seam line right through, and they've got some ribbed sections at the top, and just the seam line goes straight through the ribbed. So I've just had to make a.
You have to rebuild the ribs.
Yeah, just using some plastic card and scribing it, but it was really nice, and you got 4 of those to do.
That's a shot there, Lou, of what
yeah.
sort of correct.
Have you got the one before that?
Oh yeah.
What do we say? The one before that. You're making it difficult now, aren't you? Hold on, slideshow.
Back.
It's only giving me that one shot.
Okay.
For some reason on the page I'm on. Hold on, go back a page. Scroll down again.
Yeah, they were the biggest ones I've encountered so far. There's a hell of a lot of pieces to cut.
Oh yeah.
A lot of
just
filling.
Just about see it on the top one there. But it's pretty nasty. I have drew it out. You can see where I've drew it out because I'm running some electrics to light the kit. So.
Oh, you're even adding lights to it. So that makes it even harder.
Yeah, and so I've kind of been talking to a couple of guys on Facebook. They're sharing lots of images, and I'm doing some screen grabs from the movie to try and find out exactly where the light should go. But I'm doing mine in landed version, whereas one of the guys I've been chatting to has been building it in flight mode.
Right.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's going to be it's going to take me ages. It's a big kit.
Should be nice when it's funny. It's funny. To me it looks better in that sort of about to land mode. I just don't like it when it's flying for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't look right, but.
There's just so many really fine, tiny pieces, and some of them are like the resin has been pretty brittle from the version I got. So a couple of pieces broke. I haven't had too much damage on it, but I've got to repair them or recast them myself. So it is they've got like fine antenna and some of those like radio dishes are quite small. So it's going to be a big job, Lou. Yeah.
I suppose being a garage kit, you have to put up with what you get. I suppose
We expect a certain amount of that, but there's no reason for sloppy casting either.
No, I mean, I must admit, Alan over at Fantastic Plastic did replace one of the really bad pieces. But the quality control is not as best as I would have anticipated.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't take a second to evaluate the part before you put it in the box.
It was been easy to spot this one. This was a really nasty one. There were bubbles all over it, and but I've taken other pieces out, and they look fine on the surface. And then suddenly you touch a piece, and it's got a bubble just underneath the surface, and so the surface just cracks.
Right.
So there's a big hole inside.
You put one little. You sand it the slightest bit, and you discover all the bubbles.
Yeah. I know that. Alan, I think, had used a different caster on this one, and it really shows. So.
Oh, he does. Does he farms it out to someone to do the casting? Is that?
I think so, but I don't think he's going to use this one again. He did apologise for this, but it's just nasty. This one piece was, and he shipped it. I've got it now, and starts to repair it and rebuild. So. And
this is back in the UK. Obviously, you haven't been building anything out in Cyprus, I assume.
I didn't bring anything with me, apart from some tinkering. Yeah.
Right. Well, I have to embarrassingly say I've had nothing since the last hangout. It's just been one thing after another, flat out with family and things to sort and work and sorting computers for people. And I'm not complaining. I get paid for doing it, but it'd be nice to have some time to get some modelling done too. But I mean, the Enterprise as it is ready to go to the next stage, which is probably deciding on the lighting, what I'm going to do with the lighting part of it, because all of that sanding and sanding and sanding and more sanding is finally sort of come to fruition. I know someone, if I can find it, there's someone on the forum was showing stuff, showing the same 1537 kit, and it was just incredible. What it was Ba 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 Ba. Hold on, just present this. Bear with me. It's what people can do with the kit. I'm surprised how well he's painting it. Don't know if that's showing up yet. You know, he's going for the full. You know, okay, it's not perfect, but you know, for the kit it is. He seems to be doing a reasonable job of the painting of it. There's Steve Smith. I don't know Steve Smith. He's another one that's done this. And again, the paint job he's done on it's just incredible. But I mean, he's trying to do the prismatics side of things and the Aztecing. So I don't know. I may go the route of decals rather than the painting. I think because I don't think my painting would be up to the job. But we'll see how it goes. So far as the other side of things on the amazing modeler's site, there was another one I wanted to show. Yeah, Mark Schiller's Enterprise as well, which is looking good with the lighting on it.
Yeah, he's done a really nice job with the lighting on that.
Yeah, he said he had quite a bit of a difficult problem trying to get those in, didn't he?
Yeah. But again, it's just time. I suppose it's always the way. It's time and effort and so on. And I am definitely going to plan to do one of my 350s next year when I retire because I'll have the time. Says he.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
Oh, I definitely will. Yes, I definitely will. I'll have hours and hours and hours. Yeah, hours and hours and hours out of them.
I used to joke I had a hobby before I retired.
I've got 3 weeks. 3 weeks until I retire.
Rub it in. What are you going to do after the 3 weeks? What's your plan for the very first day? You signed the dotted line and you take your check and you run out the door. What's your plan?
My very first official act is to go to Wonderfest. It is that weekend.
That seems fortuitous, to say the least.
Yeah. And I don't have to rush back. That's
even. So there'll be more video footage. Yes.
Yeah, I don't have to rush back.
Oh, excellent stuff.
No,
we'll be getting video updates on a daily basis instead of just once a week.
I don't know. The problem is I'm losing my fast internet connection because I used to take them to work to upload them.
Oh.
And now I'm going to have to upload them from home, and it's going to take a lot longer.
Yeah, but you'll have the time loop.
Oh, touche.
Yeah, I can let them go overnight.
How slow is your connection at home?
It's a DSL at home, but it was a T1 at work, so.
Yeah, but well, I mean, we have a sort of a, well, in theory, I have 72 meg down, 15 meg up here, and it's sufficient for most things. And that's a DSL line, or what's a fiber line, but I don't know how yours comparison speed that was. Again, it can be the size of the files. Are you pre-compressing them before you upload them as well?
No, I'm letting YouTube do that work.
I mean, I sorted Simon out.
I send it up.
Simon changed over to using a Mac system and Mac editing software and so on. I got him all sorted out with that. I think it made a big difference to him. But again, that's a big investment probably. But he felt it was worth his time to do that. But but no, as they're saying, we'll hopefully see more from you rather than less.
Well, it could be more and shorter, I guess.
Don't overdo the modeling. You could burn yourself out.
Oh, I got plenty to last me. I can't die for years just to get through the backlog of what I've got.
What about? Are you going to take on commissions?
I'm thinking about it. But it would have to be. I'm nervous about shipping anything that's finished, because that's where you end up. You could be the most beautiful thing in the world, and then the post office gets it, and it's a model kit by the time the person picks it up.
See what you do there? You offer a personalized delivery service like Simon, and you'll say you'll drive it here and fly it there.
It would have to be something like that.
Oh well,
it would have to be something like that.
Yeah. Wish you all the best with that, Lou. Anyway, so I mean, that's worth looking forward to. Say, I'm on that coasting sort of mood at the minute as well. Sort of things at work don't annoy me.
Yeah.
Sort of like the next person will sort it out. That's,
Exactly.
so.
It's amazingly liberating.
But no, but great to see what you do with your time. And is this the reason for the extension to the house as well?
Yes. Yes.
Very good.
As soon as I get that extension finished and move the chair into there, that's the big deal.
I bought a set of parts for building a chair, so that's another one on my list of things to do in the future. We'll see how that one goes, but I don't know where I'll put it. I don't think we may build one in the future.
It takes up a lot more space than you think it does.
Yes, I know it will. Yes, well, I have a spot in mind, but someone else may not agree with that spot.
Yeah, you have to rope it off now and claim it. You have to claim your
my claims never stand. That's the problem. They always get shut down.
You got to do the roped off outline like a body,
yes,
you know.
Yes. Or else it'll be a shed in the backyard. So we'll see how it happens with that one. Anything else exciting happening with anyone? Anyone else plans for the summer?
I just sent you a picture. Sorry, because I'm using my iPad. I sent you a picture.
You did, and I clicked incorrectly on it, but I didn't mean to. Hold on.
Incorrect clicker, you.
Now, did you send me it as an email?
No, I just sent it through the chat window.
Ah, right. I shall get it now. Bear with me.
Everybody's got it.
I closed the chat window, or did I?
You closed the chat window.
I'm sorry.
You want me to send it again?
Please. Sorry.
I thought you were IT illiterate.
No, I use a Mac.
Shows. Hey, there we
go. There it is. Okay. Bob's got it up. Bob's sorry. There we go. Bob sorted it for everyone.
So that is the start of the warship mold.
Oh.
I know. It's finally getting there. That's the engines, the rear engines. So there's going to be 4 of those. The main railgun at the top, and the smaller railguns at the bottom.
Is this the company that's doing the molds for you, or is this you're not doing this?
Yeah, that's Black Models over in Canada. They're doing them.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
he sent me that this morning, so I thought I'd show you that.
Nice. I mean, again, I think I've asked you this before, but what size will this end up being?
It's 1/400 scale, and it is around about 330 mil, or about 12 inches.
That's a nice size, yeah. And in theory, lightable?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
What is Dalmaso doing now? Look, he's annoying us all.
Well, I'm just trying to show you how much room you need to allow.
Oh, that's what is that? That's your part of your collection, obviously, in the background. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the vacuum cleaner to one hand, just in case someone dirties the carpet.
That's actually a 1-to-1 scale model of a vacuum cleaner.
Oh. You wouldn't know what a vacuum cleaner was for. Okay, right. Okay.
In case anyone wants to know.
So, see, I would expect you to have a Trek corner. I thought it'd be all Trek in that corner. There'd be nothing else, but you've some collection of stuff.
Yeah, the Trek. Hopefully, when the room gets built, it'll be mostly a Trek room. But
I think I asked you before. You're not going to Vegas in August, no?
No.
Paddy, I'd love to have met up, but oh well. As you can tell, I'm going. I finally got permission to go, so I am straight out on a Tuesday morning. Sorry, straight out on a Wednesday morning, back on the following Monday morning. So just
in the suitcase.
I'm allowed 2 suitcases. If you can fit into one of the suitcases and pay the Aer Lingus cost for the flight from London to Dublin to London, I'll certainly take you out, Randall.
Okay.
Who are you going to be? Are you going to have any photographs or anything done over there?
I'm not so much into photographs as autographs, and but I'm going to go for a photograph with George Takei. George, I mean, original series. I am original series through and through, as you know, and that'll be my first thing. I mean, the last time, 2010, I got one with Nimoy and Shatner. with my son, Chris, and I mean it was $199. It was expensive, but it was the best $199 I have ever spent on Star Trek stuff. So, and there were quite a few kits at that stage out there. So I'm hoping maybe some of the dealers will have something that fits in the suitcase. So let's see what's doing. But no, I'm looking forward to it. It's my 60th birthday in December, and Karen just said go for it. You know, treat yourself, go out back as a quick trip, and being the 50th anniversary, it's a special event as well. So looking forward to it. As I know Randall knows what I'm like about Star Trek. So yeah. That's why it's a pity no other modelers are going to it that we're aware of. I'd like to have met up with a few people that are out there, but these things are sent to try us. What can we do? If anyone needs anything in the States, if you need anything brought back from Ralph Tanagli, I'll get it sent to my hotel, and I promise I'll give it to you.
Careful.
I was thinking maybe we could do like the DeAugustini. You can buy the parts in the United States, and I'll mail you some every month, just the parts. I'll just mail you. That way you won't have to pay duty on the big box. I'll just mail you little parts every month.
Yes.
Less than $20 worth at a time. That'll go through customs, okay?
I hope you don't mind. I saw this piece and a half, so it would be worth $20.
Yeah.
Oh dear, I know.
It's stretch building.
Yeah, it's not impossible. I probably will end up buying something else from them there. We'll see how it goes. But again, it's the other stuff. I mean, I'll buy all our memorabilia stuff as well. So it's just a temptation. I know the last time there were all sorts of things that I wanted to buy, but again, physical dimensions, you're restricted. I have a poster signed by all of the cast of TNG bar Jonathan Frakes, and Jonathan Frakes in the UK has a terrible reputation for cancelling. He's cancelled 3 times in the last year at different events, and everyone sort of buys a ticket to go and get their item signed. Sorry, he's not attending this time. But I know he always goes to Vegas, so I shall pin him in a corner. I'll trap him in a left.
Yeah,
oh well. That's the only other thing I'm spending money on is his autograph. But I've no definite plans, Neil, to answer your original question. George Takei would be the one. Anyone else from TOS, definitely. We'll see how it goes, but looking forward to it. 87 days away. Not that I'm counting or anything.
I'm counting. I was just saying, because Comic-Con's coming up pretty soon then.
In San Diego.
San Diego.
Yeah. I know someone who tried to get tickets for that. He had 4 computers. It's like that scene. The scene in what I call it, the comedy, sci-fi comedy. Yes, that's the scene where they're all sitting with their computers.
Yeah.
A friend called David Chang, and David's bananas about Star Trek, and he had 4 computers set up, and he was trying all 4 computers to try and get tickets for Comic-Con. Didn't get tickets. So that's the way it works out.
That tells me that they need to either have more of them, or they need to have it for longer days or in a bigger venue.
It's
if people can't get tickets to it. Yeah.
It's funny. It's like the Las Vegas Creation Star Trek convention is probably the biggest one, but then there's another one in New York in September, which is around the anniversary date, the 8th of September.
Right.
A lot of people are talking about that because it's not Creation; it's run by a different group, but different setup, different way of working. There's a big one in the UK this year too, in October in Birmingham, of all places. That I'll probably end up going to as well. We'll see how that goes. But surprising enough, being the 50th anniversary, the fact that AMT or Polar Lights or anyone have done nothing this year just seems crazy to miss out on the opportunity.
Yeah, they got nothing special coming out at all.
No.
Well, they re-released the.
There's nothing that I know of.
Yeah, they've re-released the original Enterprise in the tin box, but it's a 50th anniversary version of the tin box.
It's packaging. It's not a new kit.
Yeah, no. So it seems strange. It would have been a perfect opportunity.
Yeah.
I don't know if there'll be anything out for the new movie in July 22nd. Well, there's any kits related to that. Again, doesn't seem to be anything mentioned.
Not the United States, because nobody has any license for it in the United States.
which just seems crazy.
It's ludicrous, is what it is.
Whereas Star Wars stuff's coming out of their ears. Even so many other series have kits, but nothing for Trek. Just well, I've no shortage of kits to keep me going, so that shouldn't be a complaint.
Yeah, I'm hoping that whatever they do for the new TV series will spur some interest.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do. Whether it's a lot of rumors, a lot of speculation.
I heard this week it's all being shot here in Toronto.
Yeah, it's being shot up in the Great White North.
Yeah.
They even had photographs of the studio online to show where it was. Apparently, they've some quite a big backlot, so they can use it for, exterior stuff and so on without having to.
I'm just wondering if the new series, if they can renegotiate the rights of the modeling, model kit rights on 2. I know Round 2 has the rights right now for Star Trek models, but I'm hoping that they can get it away for this new series to somebody else, because Round 2 is just not doing.
It's quite complicated, Lou, because CBS have the television rights.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It may be different than the movie. It may be different than the movie model rights. That's what I'm saying. New series, maybe they can get the TV series license rights to somebody else, somebody who actually makes product.
I wonder if it will be an Enterprise.
As I understand the series, the way the series is set up, it's more anthology, so it may not be. It may be, set on an Enterprise for this season, but next season it could be something completely different. Like they might do a sort of like a season of Deep Space Nine, where they did a 13 episode season of something, and then the next year it may be something else.
It makes a lot of sense. It means you're not tied to a particular group of actors.
But it's costly as hell, because you've only got, unless you reuse a lot of sets, a lot of the cost of a Star Trek series is making the standing sets. And you really need to have those sets being used over a number of years to make it, worth it financially.
I wonder if they rebuild the Enterprise for each of the new movies each time, or do they keep the sets?
As I understand it, they used to strip them down and store the parts, but then they'd have to rebuild them every year, or every series, every movie they would rebuild as a labor union thing. You could not, the unions wanted to build a new set, or you have to build a new set every time. But I know that they reused walls and portions and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But they always said it was always cheaper to rebuild than it was to store during the season, during the hiatus.
Crazy. We've been on for.
I don't know. But if they own their facility, that could be a problem.
Okay. We've been on for an hour, and a few people that I thought would join us didn't join us. But if there's anything else anybody wants to mention before we call it a day for this Hangout?
Yeah. The only thing is I went to LHS and picked up a kit.
A plastic kit?
A plastic kit, yeah.
No, he's going to build the box.
Robert Humble Contash.
It's quite a size.
It's an LP400. I was very surprised, this kit. There's like 18 sprues in this thing.
Wow.
Is this on your wish list, James?
Yeah.
18 sprues in a 124 scale kit?
Yep.
Wow.
And then if it's got smoked glass, you won't see the interior?
Yeah. Oh. It's not smoked unless I smoke it, but it's not.
I know.
Yes, but.
I know. Oh, it's always the way. Well, no,
just smoke it.
I just want to say thanks everybody for joining me today in replace of our usual host Jack. The community seems to be growing still. It's 1975, I think it's up to at the minute, the numbers. So, and as always, if anyone wants to join in the future Hangout, just message myself, Jack, or any of the members, find out what the situation is, and you're welcome to join in. And don't be afraid, we don't bite, and we're all as scared as you are doing this type of thing, so don't worry about it. I just want to say thanks to Bob for joining us today. Thanks to James. Thanks to Lou. Thanks to Neil and Randall. thanks to Heath, who was here, and Wayne, who was here as well and had to disappear off. But thanks for joining us all today, guys. Same time, same bat channel 2 weeks from now. So, although I think it may be Jack the next time because I am in London. I'll just say bye-bye now.